Hey, GAP Math students, this is expectations video for math for session 8, last session of the year. It's only like 20 something days left of school. So it's finally coming to an end. Trying to make this a little quicker because I think everyone in the class right now has had math with me at least one other session this year. So let's just go through quick and make sure you're understanding again what's expected to get full credit in math. We'll start out, we'll just go through the syllabus first, or the class expectations. There is a copy of this on the main team, or the general page for this class. And you'll also get one in your folder on pickup on Wednesday. Okay, so we'll go through this really quick. Two main ways to contact me. Teams chat is the best way. Okay, second is my work cell phone. Okay, so if you're having issues with your teams, text me, let me know, and we'll get it figured out. Class objective and class environment, we won't go into that too much anymore. We've done it a few times this year, but the biggest thing is I'm not focused on going in depth in math. I just want you to be good at the math you need for everyday life and what employers would expect you to know. Okay, we'll go over this a couple times, but to be successful in this class, this is the two things you need: communication and work ethic. Okay, work ethic should be obvious. Why? Just get things done. You'll see just doing the notes is a big part of the class. Get it done. Communication, if you're having issues, you're having questions with the math, you're having problems with your computer, you're having some crappy stuff go on in your life or something like that, communication. Okay, we can work out most things with proper communication. Again, session versus quarters, the biggest thing there is you only have 3 classes in a session. So that sets 2 hours per class in a session aside. Okay, so there's 2 hours set aside for each class. If you stay on track, you'll never have to do 2 hours of math in a day, but that is how long the class is per day. So just make sure you understand that. How you earn credit. This changed a little bit. I think in 6th session was the first time we changed this a little bit, but your grade breakdown, 20% is daily tasks, which are generally maybe take you 2 minutes, if that. Okay, those will always be found on the to-dos in the general page. 40% is notes, which means you really don't have to do much thinking. You just have to copy the notes into your packet from the video. And then the other 40% is tests. Okay, now the big thing takeaway here is in the red. If you do all your daily tasks and all your notes, you can average just 25% on your tests and still get full credit. That's huge. Okay? Now, each daily task you miss or each notes you don't do, then your test scores are going to have to be higher. But if you do all your daily tasks and all your notes, you only have to get average 25% on your tests to get full credit. This part is the same, how you earn the credit, what percentages you need to earn credit in the class. This part is the same as always. Your credit will drop based on your attendance. So if you're 90% or above, it's going to stay what you earned. If you have 80%, you're going to drop 0.25. 60% attendance, it's going to drop a half, and so on. Again, all this is the same. Just go through it quick. All the lessons will be pre-recorded. Okay, so you can watch them anytime. You'll have a packet. I might call it your notes and examples packet. You just have to copy the notes that you see in the video to get notes or to get points for the notes. You do not have to do all the problems in the packet. Okay? And I won't be doing all the problems in the packet, and you don't have to do all the problems in the packet. Okay? To get the note or points for the notes, you have to copy what I do in the video. Okay. Now, however, I do recommend doing some of the other problems to test if you're ready, to see if you're ready for the test, because that's important. Okay. All the answers to the problems are at the end of each section in the packet. So you can do extra problems, check your answers, and see if you're ready for the test. If you're doing the problems and not getting the right answers and you don't know why, that's when you have to ask me for help. Okay. I'll be available during class time for any help and questions. So I give priority from 8:30 to 10:30 to anyone that's in the Math 11-12. Priority anyone in Math 9-10 from 10:30 to 12:30, but you can ask a question anytime. If you're in Math 9-10 and ask a question at 9 o'clock, if I'm not helping anyone else, I'll help you. Okay. Again, the best way to contact me is on Teams. Okay. You can text me. That information was in the beginning. You can message me after 12:30, but I may not answer as quickly due to meetings or other work or personal responsibilities. Okay. If you answer me or ask a question after 3:30 when the school day is done, I may not get back to you until the next day. I possibly could get back to you that night. It just depends on my schedule. If you need or want in-person help, either with technology or just the math class in general or any other class, you can set up times to come in the gap for help. Okay, it's not, the building is not closed down. You can come in for help. Don't forget, check in for daily attendance. Okay. Make sure you're checking in with this class, and you should be doing that before 3:30, before the end of the school day. Okay. Big thing in yellow here, make sure to check both the general channel and your chat messages daily. The general channel is where you'll find the to-dos and the daily task. Okay, that's important. Remember, daily task is 20% of your grade. And I'll often send messages in the chat messages about progress reports or what you need to do to get caught up in the class. Many smaller tests through the session. You can test out of subjects, but you have to ask to do that before I post the notes for that test, and then have it done before I post the notes for that test. Okay. You can retake tests anytime to get a better score. You just have to ask. Okay. And again, big things, communicate and work ethic will get you a long ways in this class. It'll get you full credit. Okay. Just quickly go over what to, let's look at calendar. So today I'm posting this on the 10th, expectations video and expectations video test, so that I will post a test that you'll take on this. It'll just be 15 quick questions, and it counts as test points. So it's a good way to start with some good amount of test points. The first 2 days are just to get that done. Wednesday's pickup day, and also I will post notes. Okay, Math 11-12. I'll talk about what your topics are in a second, but you have sections 113 through 115, Math 9-10, a different topic, sections 1 through 3. And it's the same setup as in what you had in session 6. You're going to get post notes one day. So if you're going to stay on track, you would just copy the notes that day. The next day, I give you a whole day just to practice problems and ask questions. And then the next day would be the day to ask for a test. Remember, you have to ask for a test. Okay, I don't just send them out. So when you feel ready, you ask for the test. And then we repeat that process. I'll post notes, you practice them, you test. I post notes, you practice them, you test. Okay. And there's a few more work days in this session. It's a little longer session. So you got some work days at the end. But if you stay caught up, you won't need those, and you'll be basically done with school earlier than everyone else. Okay. All work is due on Wednesday, June 9th by noon. That should be pretty common with all your classes for this session. Okay. Again, just to look at what you would do. This is my fake student account. So you're going to have, you won't have all these math classes, but you'll have probably 3 classes on here from before. You'll have one of these 2 classes and plus 2 other classes. And then you probably should have this. If you don't have this, let me know. I can add you to this one. It's just announcements about MIT and stuff like that. Okay, so what you should do daily, I'll just go in. I don't have many posts on the new one yet. I can go into the new one. This would be the same on either class. I posted the class expectations sheet that we just went over. So if you click on this, that'll open up. The calendar is both here as an image and a PDF. So either way, okay. If you need to go back here, it looks like some people have checked in for attendance already. But remember, first thing you do is click here and then you click attendance. So someone already checked in. All you do is just go here, hit here, and you're in. Okay. I'll go back to last session just to remind you what you should look at each day. Okay, so I'll go to the first day of the class. This was last session, so this will be how you found this video. It'll be something that looks like this. And then after, there will be a link for the test. So if you click see more, if you don't always see everything, click that see more. There'll be a link like this also to click and go to take the test on the video. Okay, every day you should be going to here. Again, click see more. You'll tell you what to do. You'll check in for attendance. It'll show you what assignments we've done so far for the session. It'll give you the weekly outlook. It'll give you the daily task, which can either be a question about the class or it can be a question, just a random math question that won't take long. Okay, when you get that, when you read that, okay, you go to the chat message and answer the question. So here it says daily tasks are worth 20% of your grade, notes are worth 40% of grade. How much is that together? Okay, so then if you were going to answer that, you'd go to the chat and you start typing in my name, and you can say daily task is 60%. It's 40 and 20 is 60%. Okay. Make sure that is due every day. Okay, that is not something you can make up. You have to do it the day it's posted. Also take notice here, I already talked about this, but you'll always see this when you're going to write me a message. 8:30 to 12:30, I should respond to you fairly quickly. 12:30 to 3:30, I'll respond as soon as I can, but I have meetings and recording videos and stuff. If it's from 3:30 in the afternoon till 8:30 the next morning, I may not respond until 9 a.m. the next day. Okay, you may get group chat messages from me that'll say session 8. Okay, those will just be information for the class. Also, the last thing here I think we need to go over is if you want to hide your old classes, so you only see your new classes, you click on the 3 dots, click hide, and you can hide all those. Again, they're not gone, they're just down here. If you want to find your hidden teams, you click here, and they're all down there. Okay. So I think that is all the information that you need. Make sure to get the expectations video test done and be looking for the first section of notes to be posted on Wednesday. And that is also when you should be coming to pick up your folder. So if there's any questions, let me know.